Yo, what's good? Welcome to another show. I'm Sid and we are back at it again with another reaction. Today we're going to be taking it all the way back to 2010 with the very first ever Epic Rap Battles of history. This is so old that it's not even on the Epic Rap Battles channel. It's actually on Nice Peter's channel, who is one of the two people involved in creating it and running that whole setup. The other one being Epic Lloyd. I definitely have seen this, but probably not since 2010. I'm quite an old school YouTuber. I probably remember the day this came out, if I really think about it. A lot of crazy stuff was happening around that time. It's a really short one. It's only 90 seconds long. So I think what I'm going to do is let it run all the way through just one time and then play it back and kind of break it down if there's anything that stands out. This is John Lennon versus Bill O'Reilly, which is kind of a strange matchup. I don't think they'd really finesse the format at this point, being the first one and all. But yeah, I'm excited to dig back into the crates and kind of see this old school YouTube again. If you enjoy my reaction, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, and stay up to date every single time I post new content. And with all that being said, we're going to jump straight into it. So this is Epic Rap Battles of History! John Lennon versus Bill O'Reilly. Alright, let's get it.
Epic Rap Battles of History.
That's so loud in my headphones. Oh,
versus Bill O'Reilly. Begin.
Hell, you're making my ears bleed. You need a muzzle. Why you pissed off all the time? Didn't your mom give you a cuddle? You're the type of guy who could die of a heart attack just in the shower. You need to chill out for a minute and smoke weed for an hour. Every time I watch your show, all you do is scream at me, and your face looks like a shit I took high on LSD. I'm John Lennon. I'm a legend. I can see through all your tricks. I wonder how much George Bush paid you to suck his dick.
You fucking long hair, living in your yellow submarine. We're about to get sunk by the right-wing political machine. Stop your presses, Lennon. You call me Mr. Bill O'Reilly. When it comes to squashing liveys, I can recommend it highly. You're weak. Between you and me, there's no comparison. I'll beat you so bad you weep gently like George Harrison. You're Paul McCartney's bitch with his talent than Ringo. And I'd rather suck George Bush's dick than Yoko Ono's.
Well, you can't buy me love, but I'll kick your ass for free. I'll take Maxwell's silver hammer and give you a lobotomy. I'm tired of how you scheme to stir the people up. Why don't you just take a vacation and shut the fuck up?
Cause I'm evil, hard black and then Don Cheadle. $10,000 shoes I use to stomp out a beetle. Don't tell me to shut the fuck up, that's how I survive. Now here's Sting, what? Fuck it, we'll do it live!
Who won? Who's next? You decide. Epic Rap Battles of History.
okay. That was weird, actually. That was kind of strange. Definitely, like I said, I hadn't finessed the format in this at all. Like, there's some kind of weird differences between this and some of the newer stuff that stands out. Like, they're not impersonating them necessarily in the exact way that I might have expected. Like, I definitely have seen interviews with John Lennon, and Bill O'Reilly is obviously like a big time, or he was a big time Fox News pundit. So I've seen clips of him all over the internet, both serious and memes. But yeah, this was definitely strange. Like, shorter. The beat was sick. The beat was kind of hard. Even the effects. They had they had John Lennon coming out through the window. Like, they've got the green screen set up, so everything's like good in that respect. But it definitely, like, you can see how it evolved over time from this one to the one we watched a couple days ago. Was it the Three Johns of action movies? Like, there's definitely been a development in style. This is kind of cool. Straight off the bat, yeah, I don't think either one of them really captured the essence of their characters, but some of the bars were kind of sick. And like I said, the beat was pretty tight, considering it's 2010, and they probably threw this together in like a weekend, because back at this point in YouTube history, it was more or less one video a week. You'd get like one good video a week from any creator, whether it's Nice Peter or Kasim G or anyone at that time. This also, historically speaking, let's take it back a little bit, give you some historical context. At this point, you had a group of creators like Shay Carl, Philip DeFranco, Shane Dawson, Lisa Nova, and Nice Peter and Kasim G, people like that. They had just recently joined together and created The Station, which was a channel, like a collaboration channel at the time, where they would all make videos together and kind of promote each other's channels. And that eventually became Maker Studios, which you might be familiar with. It sold to Disney in 2014, I think, for like $500 million. It made quite a few YouTubers very, very rich. But yeah, this was probably around the time that they started upscaling their production. That's why you get the green screen and more effects. Because Nice Peter, before this, some of his most popular videos were him and Kasim G going out on the streets and kind of doing improv guitar rap roasts against the public and things like that. Superman Socks being a standout. He also did these picture songs where he would get a bunch of stock images from Google and then write a song about them, like literal picture songs where he would just describe what's happening but put it to music, and it was pretty funny. He was like a super talented guy back in the day, and once this show started, it really kicked him and Epic Lloyd into overdrive. But yeah, that's just a little historical throwback. Now we're going to run it back again. We're going to go through it, maybe pause it every now and again, see if I can catch some specific references. All right, let's try this. Let's get it.
Epic rap battles of history.
Even that, it's not as finely tuned as it ended up being. It's just a bit standard. Like, they've got the voice effect on it, but it's not that classic sound. All right, let's keep going.
John Lennon versus Bill O'Reilly. Begin.
Hell, you're making my ears bleed. You need a muzzle. Why you pissed off all the time? Didn't your mom give you a cuddle? You're the type of guy who could die of a heart attack just in the shower. You need to chill out for a minute and smoke weed for an hour. Every time I watch your show, all you do is scream at me.
Scream at me? Oh, I guess. Oh, I thought for a second he was talking about Bill O'Reilly screaming at John Lennon. Like, no, he's talking about people like John Lennon, like the hippie mindset, the kind of smoke weed and take LSD and just kind of live your life in a chill environment. It's like I said, their characters aren't as developed as they ended up being later on. Like, I don't think using foul language like pissed and the F word and things like that really suits John Lennon. Like, he was definitely more about the whole like peace and love kind of vibe. So coming at it from a rap battle perspective, I think if they'd taken those out, it might have punctuated his character a little more. It's funny to just see the back of Bill O'Reilly's head. Like, he's doing a talking head segment with the interview. It's kind of cool. All right, let's get it.
For a minute and smoke weed for an hour. Every time I watch your show, all you do is scream at me, and your face looks like a shit I took high on LSD. I'm John Lennon, I'm a legend. I can see through all your tricks. I wonder how much George Bush paid you to suck his dick.
You fucking long hair.
Pretty good verse. Not so bad. About 30 seconds long. So what's that, like 8 bars? 8, 16? I don't know. Somewhere around there. Pretty sick. Not too bad on the flow, the rhymes. But like I said, I don't think the language kind of suits the character. They could have made it more peaceful, made it more about like the tranquility of the Beatles mindset. But this, I feel like this suits him a little bit more. Not so sure about the hair though. All right, let's get it.
Through all your tricks, I wonder how much George Bush paid you to suck his dick.
You fucking long hair, living in your yellow submarine. We about to get sunk by the right-wing political machine. Stop your presses, Lennon. You call me Mr. Bill O'Reilly. When it comes to squashing limeys, I come
65% of Americans would rather not participate in this study. Oh, some other time. I don't know what that said. Yeah, I like the attention to detail. They're throwing in like bylines and stuff. All right, let's run it back.
Bush paid you to suck his dick.
You fucking long hair, living in your yellow submarine. We about to get sunk by the right-wing political machine. Stop your presses, Lennon. You call me Mr. Bill O'Reilly. When it comes to squashing limeys, I come recommended highly.
That's bars. That's well put together. Stop your presses, Lennon. What did he say?
You call me Mr. Bill O'Reilly. When it comes to squashing limeys, I come recommended highly.
That's nice. That's pretty solid. Yeah, let's get it.
Between you and me, there's no comparison. I'll beat you so bad you weep gently like George Harrison.
Solid reference there to My Guitar Gently Weeps, which was a George Harrison solo song from his first album post the Beatles, after they all broke up. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Boyhood, but it came out in like 2014. It's that one where they filmed every year for like a decade and watched the kid grow up. Ethan Hawke was in that movie, and in it he talks about this album that he made called the Beatles Black Album, which is like a compilation of all their best stuff as solo artists that he combined into like a project, a full-length album of its own. That's available on Spotify actually. It's so sick, and you'll catch like random songs from each of them: George Harrison, Ringo, Paul McCartney and John Lennon, that you've never heard before, or that you might not hear as much. Very cool. Definitely recommend that. While My Guitar Gently Weeps is on there. Classic George Harrison. Right, let's get it.
Between you and me, there's no comparison. I'll beat you so bad you weep gently like George Harrison. You're Paul McCartney's bitch with his talent than Ringo. And I'd rather suck George Bush's dick than Yoko Ono.
I don't know about that rhyme. Definitely squeezing the rhyme in there, the Yoko Ono rhyme. What do you say?
Bitch with his talent than Ringo.
Ringo.
I'd rather suck George Bush's dick than Yoko Ono.
Ringo, Yoko Ono. It's kind of there. It's like a half rhyme, maybe. Is he saying that Yoko Ono is a man, or is he specifically talking about like how John Lennon kind of glommed onto Yoko Ono and kind of pushed the Beatles aside, and people always say that Yoko Ono is the reason the Beatles broke up. That could be what he's saying, but I just feel like the rhyme's kind of weak on that one. Alright, let's get it.
Bitch with his talent than Ringo, and I'd rather suck George Bush's dick than Yoko Ono's.
Well, you can't buy me love, but I'll kick
Reference.
your ass for free. I'll take Maxwell's silver hammer and give you a lobotomy.
Another reference. A lot of solid Beatles song lyric references in here.
I'm tired of how you scheme to stir the people up. Why don't you just take a vacation and shut the fuck up?
That's what I'm talking about. Like that's not how John Lennon would act. He would like it fits the rhyme scheme, it fits the like structure of the song, but I just feel like the characters aren't fully fleshed out right now. That's nice though. Look at how little Epic Lloyd is. He looks even smaller than he normally does. Oh, that's funny.
Cause I'm evil, hard black and then Don Cheadle. $10,000 shoes I used to stomp out a Beatles. Don't tell me to shut the fuck up, that's how I survive. Now here's Sting. What? Fuck it, we'll do it live!
I didn't quite get that one. Sting the musician or Sting like Sting a missile? I don't know. I didn't quite get that last bit.
Who won? Who's next? You decide. Epic rap battles of history!
I feel like who won? In this case, despite the cursing and the lack of characterization, I would say John Lennon won this just because of that 1 week half rhyme with the Ringo Yoko Ono thing. They both had bars. They were going back and forth pretty well. It was kind of a mismatch, if I'm being honest. Obviously, it's the first one they ever made. It's not on the official ERB channel, but it was cool. It was nice to hear, nice to go back to this kind of phase of YouTube. It's making me want to check out other stuff like Rhett and Link or Dave Days or some other classic YouTube stuff from this time. Mystery Guitar Man, Daystorm. God, it's all coming back to me. Yo, very cool, very cool. There's like 80 of these, and I've done the most recent 2, I think, maybe. 1 or 2. And this is the first one. So maybe I'll just go through them in order. I can kind of like figure out who won, who lost. Maybe do a tally of whether Epic Lloyd won or Nice Peter. Although there are other features, right? Like Snoop Dogg was a character one time. Jenna Marbles. There's been loads of other people. Anyway, I'm rambling now. If you enjoyed my reaction, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell if you want to stay up to date every single time I post new content, and let me know who won in the comments down below. Hope you're all having a really fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.